Hey, what's up guys? This is Justin Johnson. You see it right here. It's the ceremonial unboxing knife. I'm gonna be tearing into this sucker in just a second and playing a new guitar for you. Really excited about this one. This is a Justin Johnson Signature Resonator guitar from Little Crow Guitars. Me and Little Crow Guitars collaborated on the design of this, and there have been under 10 made, and they've sold so fast so far that I haven't actually been able to do an unboxing video. But I've got one in stock that just came from Australia, and about to open it up, play it a little bit, tell you about it. Oh yeah, baby. Oh man, that baby is sweet. I love it. It's just dying to play some blues. Let's get this baby out of here. All right, just got this baby out of the box, and she is looking cherry, man. I've been working with Little Crow Guitars longer than any actual guitar company that I've collaborated with, and we've worked together on probably like half a dozen different models by now. But when we started working on an idea, you know, to do a resonator guitar, I started thinking about all the qualities that I love about resonators, and then a lot of qualities that you don't often see in most resonator guitars, you know, something to make this a little bit different than most of what's out there. And I really wanted something that you can play just like an electric guitar, something that feels like an electric guitar, something with great feel up the fretboard and the neck, with good intonation, with easy access to the upper frets up here. You know, a lot of resonators meet the body at the 12th fret, and you really have to stretch above there to get it with the slide to get those upper frets. Such a piece of cake with this one. Also, it's got the resonator cone in here, which gives it a lot more volume unplugged than you'll ever get out of, you know, just like a solid body electric guitar. And I'll get into plenty of playing examples here in just a minute, both unplugged and of course plugged in. Electronically, it's got a volume and a tone knob for this single pickup right here. But if you look close, this actually isn't a single pickup. This is one of the things that's really cool about this guitar and gives you a lot more versatility. So this pickup right here is called a P-rail pickup. It's made by Seymour Duncan. And it's not just the pickup, it's also the ring around the pickup. The mount that the pickup's attached to actually has two switches on it. And those switches can change the setting of the pickup. So if you look here, it's actually a humbucker pickup, but you have a P90 for one coil, and you have a blade pickup, single coil, for the second coil. You can run those as a humbucker in series, you can run them as a humbucker in parallel, you can run it as a single P90 or as a single rail pickup. So you actually get 4 different pickups. And it's not just a tone setting, I mean, you're actually getting a different pickup. You're getting the tone from a different wind, a different coil, and a different combination of those coils. So it's really cool. It's like having 4 pickups. It's like having 4 guitars in one in that same pickup position. And with the triple shot mount, that's what they call this pickup mount here, you get these 2 little switches, and that's what changes the settings. So, you know, you got your volume and tone knob, you pick the setting of the pickup that you like best with your settings, and it's just so versatile. It's really crazy. Yeah, so check it out. The tailpiece right here makes restringing really easy. The string just pops off easily when the tension's released from it. Right below that is the etched metal Justin Johnson signature medallion right there. Speaking of medallions, I love the Little Crow medallion up here, their brand on the headstock there. And I always love their headstock shape too. You know, I've never seen anything quite like that. It's really cool. It's sleek but distinctive. The wood is Australian. It's a wood called Silver Quandong. The neck is Queensland maple back here, another Australian wood. And also, you know, it's just got a nice, simple satin finish. There's an appreciation for the way the wood feels and the way that it, I think, resonates when it has that kind of like light satin finish. And you really just let the woods do the work as far as the aesthetics. It does have a black binding though, so you can really kind of see the punch of the contour of the guitar. All right, let's check out how it sounds plugged in. Again, since I've got 4 different combinations of tones on this single pickup, I'm going to start off with the 2 switches set back towards the bridge, and that's going to engage this single P90 pickup. So basically I'm going to have a single P90 single coil pickup engaged right now. Oh man, it's just so smooth and so buttery, yet it retains that cool sort of overtone that you get from the resonator. Okay, so I was in single coil P90 mode right there. I'm gonna let you hear the difference between that and the next setting, which is serial humbucker mode. Check it out. This is P90 mode. Now I'm going to go to that humbucker mode, series humbucker mode. Yeah, man, it gives you what you want from a humbucker, you know? You get more sustain and definition, more body to those single notes especially. Man, what's cool too, when you listen to that melody note, notice that when the sustain starts dying down, these upper harmonics come out and it almost sounds like I'm playing, you know, harmonics like an octave or two above whatever note's playing. Check that out, listen to the tail as those harmonics start to bloom. That's what I mean when I say these sound haunted. It just sounds like there's this kind of this ghost voice behind everything you're playing, and it's so subtle, but man, does it like change the emotion of the tone and everything. All right, so now we're in series humbucker mode. I'm gonna let you listen to the difference between series and parallel mode. What I find is that series will give you more of that humbucker tone, more of that fatness, more of that body in the low mids. When you flip it to parallel, you still get what's great about the sustain and the voice and the body of a humbucker pickup, but it kind of carves out some of the low muddiness. You know, you get a little more definition in the low mids and in the low notes. It almost sounds like a single coil, but you get the benefits of the humbucker and kind of a little more girth. Check it out, I'm going to start in series mode, and then I'm going to flip it over to parallel humbucker mode. Flip it to parallel. What a controlled sound. To me, that sounds like two different guitars completely. Same settings on everything with the amp, same settings with the pedals, everything was the same except the pickup literally just changed wiring from series to parallel mode. Hear that again. I'm gonna go from this time parallel mode and I'm gonna go back to series. Listen to the bass start to get fatter with the series mode and just a change in the clarity and a change in the feel of the tone. Again, starting out in parallel mode now. Now I'm going back to series mode. Oh man, I'm loving the body and the vocal quality of that series mode. You know, again, you get those overtones and the response from the resonator cone, but with that series mode, you get this kind of like gospel singer sort of warmth and fatness to the notes, and you can really drive those melodies and drive the vibrato, and you just get all this character out of the guitar. All right, last but not least, I'm gonna go to that single coil rail pickup here, and that's the one on the back here. When I switch all these switches to the front, it engages the back pickup. Let's check that one out. Man, that's like the vintage setting. I love it. When you want that real nice, soft, subtle single coil, go to that rail pickup. When you want something with a little more grit, a little more attitude, switch it over to that P90. When you want that humbucker sound, you want it to be nice and fat, nice and solid, good sustain, you go to that series humbucker mode. And when you want that humbucker quality, but you want to kind of clear up the low mids, go to that parallel humbucker mode, and you're just cooking all day long there. I love it. But you know, I think one of the things people are curious a lot with a resonator like this, where it doesn't have a hollow, you know, acoustic guitar style body to project the sound. A lot of people wonder, well, is it still loud? Does it still sound like a resonator? Is it louder than an electric guitar? And I love the tone of this thing acoustically. I'd say volume-wise, it fits somewhere between, you know, like an unplugged electric guitar, which is, you know, pretty much low volume, and an acoustic guitar, which is designed to project. And this falls somewhere in between, so it's a really great guitar for just kind of sitting around and playing in your living room or at home, anywhere, and having like a good personal volume. But then when you crank it up, you can get as loud as you want, you know, in any guitar amp. But let me play a little bit for you, just unplugged acoustic, so you can kind of get to know how it sounds just unamplified like that. Man, you know, you can see it's got that resonator bark to it. You know, you just can't fake that. You can't get it any other way than with that resonator cone. All right, so I'm going to play the same thing, but I'm going to do it 4 times, and I'm going to let you hear each of those pickups and kind of get to know them over like a 12-bar blues. Start off on the single coil rail pickup. Go to that P90 mode. Series humbucker mode. And let's go to that parallel humbucker mode. Oh God, I love it. That sounds so authentically bluesy. You know, it sounds like you're listening to it through an old radio also, and I think that's what the resonator cone adds. It adds some of that, kind of just that quality, that grease that you want with blues music and slide guitar that, you know, even though it sounds like an electric guitar, you listen to it and you're thinking like, what effect is that? What is, you know, if you didn't know it was a resonator, you'd be wondering what kind of processing went into that sound, that old sound. And that's all you have to do is just plug it in. I love it. And finally, in this last sound sample, I'm gonna do what I like to do in the studio a lot with this guitar, where I mic it to get the acoustic volume, but then I run it into an acoustic amp, which in this case, it's the Fishman Loudbox Charge. And I go direct from that acoustic amp into the recording console, or if you were doing that live, you could go into the, you know, PA. But I blend the acoustic signal with the signal from the acoustic amplifier, and it just gives you the best of both worlds. You get the fatness from the magnetic pickups, you get that kind of reverb and stuff that you can add on the acoustic amp, you get that really like authentic, natural resonator sound from miking it in the room, and you just get this magic when you put the two together. Check it out. All right, so that's it, you guys, the Justin Johnson Signature Resonator. And right now, as of the time I'm filming this video, this one is available. There's only one in stock. Usually they sell way before we can get any in stock, and usually there's about a 4 to 6 month wait list on them. But again, if you go to the store, and I've got links for that, you can check it out, see if it's still in stock. I want to thank Little Crow Guitars for building this beast, and of course, want to thank you guys for watching. Since you've been watching this long, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you click notifications so you know when I'll be posting my next videos. And I'll see you next time, guys.